God can never mismanage your life. This is a phrase I have said consistently and held on to, even when I didn't know what it actually meant or the weight of what it was. And every time at the end of a podcast session, I'd say to my favorite person in the world, I want you to remember this. God can never mismanage your life. And this line, God can never mismanage your life, I didn't know it because I was too stiff to even lean into the embrace of allowing him actually manage my life. You see, I am a very calculative person. If this is not working, this had to work. Like, I have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, W, X, Y, Z. I had every plan. That's how I wired myself. And oh God, every time I'm like, oh yes, I'm doing this and it's not working. I have a plan. Like, I'm doing one thing and it's not working. I already have the plan for like 3, 4, 5, 6 things that I want to do if that did not work. So there's no resting. I can't rest. But that did not train me to rest. So for someone who have a tagline, God can never mismanage your life, and you've refused to surrender the project to the one who is supposed to manage it. I entered into 2026 with, actually, 2025 with trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Towards the middle of 2025, I was like, okay, no problem. It was coming very, 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 very strong to me. Trusting in the Lord, getting to know who God is, trusting in his person, in his being. And I did this for, like, I was just like, okay, performer, don't worry, we're fine. But the moment I stepped into 2026, it was like, you must trust me, or you have to, or you trust me. You must trust me, or you trust me. And that was a time, a season of really, really getting to know God. Like, it's just the first 3 months of the year, and I've seen God in different ways. But one thing that is very constant and true and sure is that He has helped me to trust Him and give myself away. You see, I sing this song, I gave myself away. Hey, I give myself away so you can use me. But I find it really hard to give myself. And I recently heard a statement that really just sank into me. So I was scrolling through Instagram during this period, and this woman caught my attention. And I went to her page, and I knew that this is not ordinary. I went to her page, and I was just going through, and she said something, and there was a particular video, and I was watching it. I was like, okay, sounds cool, love it. And she said a statement, and it was like, oh, I just had. It felt like I just had the same statement like few moments ago. And she said, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Trust the Lord with your life. And it's a statement I've been saying very like frequently at the time. And she said, trust in the Lord with your life. It gave you the life anyway. Why are you like, there's a song by Ebenezer Obi, and it says, "Ẹni rí kan yìí tó fẹ́ kú fẹ́lú ẹ̀ o, ọwọ́ ẹni tó ti sọnù ńkọ́." Like, you found it, but now you are trying to hold on to it when it was actually lost from someone else. So that meant God gave you the life, but now He's asking for that life to manage it, and you have refused to let it go. Oh my God. It's been 5 minutes and I didn't remember to introduce the podcast. Hello, favorite people. It's your favorite girl, Biolami. And this is the Young Man's Corner podcast, a space for honest conversation at the intersection of real life, growth, and faith living of a young adult. A corner that constantly reminds you that God can never, ever, ever mismanage your life. This episode is one for the books. I just thought to say that this episode is one for the books. This is the one I didn't plan for, I didn't prepare for. This is just my heart to you. And to talk about the mantra you always listen to: God can never mismanage your life. I promise to let this out the way it is and not edit, remove, or add anything to it. Just be bare like this. This is me at the core. This is me without any preparation. This is me without any research. This is just me sharing. Whew. Oh my God. So, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. That is what the Bible says, yeah? But Biola, me, the cheerleader of God can never mismanage your life, can be very, very calculating. And that in itself is sometimes it can be like a strength, but for me, it was a weakness. A weakness of God is really calling out to me. And I'm like, guy, have you met these people? Have you seen this thing? Now, I have the consciousness of I want to record a podcast and I don't know what I'm saying again. Oh, Jesus. So in my mind now, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm recording a podcast. So my mind is actually rumbling, trying to be perfect. But I'm just going to put this out like that. No planning, nothing. Just the way it is. That's how you're going to listen to it. Unless I'm going to put it out. There's a part of me that no one knows. There's a part of me that not no one actually, not a very large number of people know about, because it's a part that I have refused to let go of. A part that I have held on to so much. A part I've restricted to the four corners of my room. Last year, in November, I think it was around November, September, thereabout, November, September, October, around that time, one of my babies from school reached out to me and said, "Hi, Mama, can I talk to you? I have something to say to you." And I'm like, "Oh, my love, don't worry, we're going to plan out a time to talk." I think I dragged it for a bit because, of course, my schedule at the time was quite a schedule, right? So, few days later, few weeks thereabout, we had a conversation and she told me, "Ma'am, while I was praying, you came to my mind and there was a question Abba asked me to ask you. He said, when was the last time you ministered to my people? And I was like, guy, the last time I did that, I was in school. But now I'm in real life, real world, trying to fit in, trying to get my life together, make mama and papa proud, you know? That happened, and I was just like, after the conversation, I just sank in. Be like, this is how you're going to waste away. Like, I placed a lot of things in mind. Or maybe I should do this. Maybe I should join the choir. Maybe I should start all over again and just build up, right? But it actually did work out like that. But something interesting happened. And I felt like it was God showing me a sign to move. But the typical Abiola planning will not let her move. So that day, I think a few days after we had the conversation, I went to make my hair at a salon, and the woman, it was on a Sunday because I had to resume work on a Monday, right? And like Sunday was the only escape I had to make my hair. I was already looking so unkempt, so I had to do something with myself. So I was at this place. And the mom was like, "Oh, today is very tired. Let me just try to do it for you." So I can't even like unpack. Let's just do it here. Don't worry. And we're at the front of this woman's salon, by the side of a shop, a salon, at a store. And we were just making the air, and boom, we were like halfway into the air, and this tricycle, Mama Gloria Babs already told me the correct word, but I can't remember it right now. Ah, my goodness. But yeah, I know you fix it in somewhere. But yeah, I'm trying to remember so badly. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. Say can't? Akwe something something? Oh my god, I'll still make using it to make just with my sister. Oh, Kai. But yeah, don't worry, Mama, I'm going to make you proud. I want to learn it again. So this thing that Mama Gloria Babs already told me the correct line. Tricycle that we know it, keke, the typical native language, came from nowhere and crushed me to the wall of this woman's shop. And with the fact, like, okay, with my growth and everything, I've gotten to realize that when I want to do something and I don't want to do it, there's always a very strange, drastic sign. So this particular one, I understood. Because funny how when I got to the woman's place, the lady called me. We had a conversation like a few days before this time. So this this thought was always on my mind. I was thinking about it. Like I was just like trying to like calculate the typical me, calculate and envision on how to go about everything. So after that, when I got to this woman's shop, we were just talking. A friend was there to like keep her company while she waited for me to get there on that day. So when I got there, like a little chit chat. Hi, man, nice to meet you. Please allow me to make my hair and da 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 da. Da. And she was like, "Oh my God, you speak so well. I like your voice. Your voice is sweet for my bolero." Of course, Delta, now. It will be typical pigeon speakers. She was like, "Oh, your voice sounds so pleasant in the air. Sing for me now." In my mind. I'm like, "Excuse me, madam. From where to where? Now here I come make. Did you receive me as your minister of the day? What's going on here? Please, let me breathe." And she said it 3 times, and I would just shake it off and not sing and not do anything. I beg. And I felt this, so you will not sing Abby in my mind, in my spirit, because this wasn't even my mind. That left, and few minutes later, it wasn't even up to 30 minutes, 20 minutes, that thing happened. And I couldn't go to work next day. I had to be rushed to the hospital. Like a lot of back and forth. And that experience told me something, that so I gave you something to use it for me. I've come problem. Okay, no problem. You would understand gradually. And that then I can't enter 2026. And the Lord said, trust me more. Lean in. I don't want to get into a lot of information, but yes, bottom line is that when the Lord said, you can't mismanage your life, actually, is the potter. As a clay, your responsibility is just to submit and let the one who understands you mold you. Because to be honest, he can't mismanage his resources. You are his investment, his resources. So why, why? Why? Why then are you being adamant? Why then are you struggling with the one who has a template of your life in his hand? Abiola, why? But yes, I've actually left it at pace because I have been planning and trying to lean in and lean in. And basically, this has just been my life. And this episode is the one that I didn't plan for, as I've said, but it's been 17, 18 minutes of just really sharing out my heart, unplanned, unscripted, sharing with you the true essence of God can never mismanage your life. God has carried me through a lot of things, a journey in my life. And in retrospect, I've realized that if I had not gone through everything I've gone through, maybe I would not have this full framed life. Not full framed yet, because of course there's still some part of this puzzle that's not fixed yet. But from where I stand, there is I there's I understand now better where I'm going, or where I stand, or what I've been through. So yes, for what it's worth, I would call it a full frame life in Christ. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. I can't even remember on the note we started from, but yeah, this is just my heart to you. Thank you so much for listening to this time. I am grateful. Thank you for visiting the corner. Please follow the Young Men's Corner podcast on all of my social media all of our social media platform. And remember, you're a work in process, a work in progress. And can never, God can never mismanage your life. With love, Biolami. Bye.